நண்பா, உனக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கா?
வணக்கம். இன்றைய முக்கிய செய்திகள். கொரோனா பெரும் பரவல் காரணமாக பொது முடக்கம் அறிவிக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. இதனால் அனைத்து கல்லூரிகளும் அடைக்கப்பட்டு ஆன்லைனில் வகுப்புகள் நடைபெறும் என்பது இதன் மூலமாக அறிவிக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது.
அப்போ ஹேஷ்டேக்
Dreams become reality with a perfect platform. Give wings to your ambition. Ignite it with power, with creativity, and let it fly. Let it fly high to reach the sky. Let your passion lead you. Take you places. Script your success story and make you a champion in your mastery. Transform your dreams into reality with Ramapuram SRM Institute of Science and Technology. Dream.
சும்மாறா, நானே நொந்து போயிருக்கேன். நண்பா, உனக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கா?
வணக்கம். இன்றைய முக்கிய செய்திகள். கொரோனா பெரும் பரவல் காரணமாக பொது முடக்கம் அறிவிக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. இதனால் அனைத்து கல்லூரிகளும் அடைக்கப்பட்டு ஆன்லைனில் வகுப்புகள் நடைபெறும் என்பது இதன் மூலமாக அறிவிக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது.
அப்போ ஹேஷ்டேக்
Dreams become reality with a perfect platform. Give wings to your ambition. Ignite it with power, with creativity, and let it fly. Let it fly high to reach the sky. Let your passion lead you. Take you places. Script your success story and make you a champion in your mastery. Transform your dreams into reality with Ramapuram SRM Institute of Science and Technology.
Yoga is essentially a practice for a soul, working through the medium of your body. Good evening. I hope all of you are keeping yourself safe and healthy in this difficult time. We are grateful to our esteemed management, our beloved VP Admin Seat, Architect Lokesh Mathivanan Sir, Convener #2021, and HOD Professor Architect Asok Kumar Sir, Co-convener #2021, our overall event coordinator, staff coordinator, Architect Avinash Sir, our faculty members and students. Welcome to #2021 Workshop Series Day 5. I'm Anaga and I have Samyukta here with me, and we'll be coordinating the workshop session along with Darshana for the day.
SRM seat has grown over the years and today has not only BIAC but also BDAS, MAC and a lot more to come. All thanks to the patience and perseverance of our very own Architect Lokesh Sir, Vice Principal SRM seat and convener of #2021. I now request our faculty coordinator Avinash Sir to give the welcome.
Good evening, all of you.
Um, on behalf of SRM Seed School of Architecture, I welcome all the participants to this yoga workshop. I welcome our beloved chief guest for this workshop, Shani Dayal ma'am, for being with us this evening. Ma'am, we all welcome you. Actually, since for the past 1.5 years, we have all been inside our houses, locked inside the houses with literally no physical activity. And so all of us are in lack of physical activity and any types of relaxations, meeting people. So I feel practicing yoga is the need of the heart for us, for our relaxation of mind as well as our physical fitness. So let us all make the best use of this session and practice it regularly. We welcome you to the session, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Avinash. Can you all hear me properly?
Ma'am,
yeah.
Her ma'am's voice is very feeble, Samyukta.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Can you speak for us once?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's heard.
Is it fine now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Anyway, to avoid inconvenience for all of us, I request all of the participants to keep your mic switched off throughout the presentation. Participants can use the Q&A box to ask questions, and these will be addressed in the Q&A session towards the end of the workshop. Kindly refrain from using offensive language in the chat box. Participants are also requested to fill the feedback form sent in the chat box to receive your e-certificates. Thank you. I now request Darshana to introduce our speaker for the day.
Good evening to one and all. On behalf of the institution, I cordially welcome our guest for today's workshop, Ms. Shani Dayal, an architect and a yoga instructor. She teaches Hatha and Vinyasa Yoga online and aims to make the classes engaging, fun, and dynamic when no two classes are the same. She provides constant modifications and variations to suit people of all ages, shapes, and sizes. Healthy and conscious living and making yoga accessible to everyone is her motto. We're honored to have this session with you, ma'am. I would now like to request our guest to take over the presentation.
Thank you so much all for joining. I hope I'm audible and visible to everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, super. So today's class I have designed specially keeping in mind that your background and exactly what is happening to every one of us. We are stuck at home and we are not able to move around much. And also being students, like I have gone through that phase. So I really understand what what we kind of go through in our day-to-day lives. So I started practicing yoga a few years back when I was working as an architect in a design firm in Delhi. And, I started experiencing pain in my shoulders and hands, one hand on the mouse, the other one on the keyboard trying to draft. And this imbalance created a lot of pain and numbness in my hand. And that is when I switched to yoga and I started watching some simple yoga videos. So keeping all that in mind and coming from my own personal experience, I have designed today's session, which will be useful to all of you right now as students, or even when you, pass out and take your jobs or, run your own studios. So I hope this practice is something which you can take back, something positive you can take back from the practice and include in your day-to-day life. It is not something which is dependent on what your age is. Yoga is for everyone. And it is definitely not dependent on any sort of body, wherever you are coming from, body type or whatever. Your body is the perfect yoga body, and this is all that we need to practice. Okay, so let's get ready and start on sitting on the mat. You can, we'll start the practice by simply just, shutting off everything, whatever is happening in your life right now, just keep it all aside. I know we are all very busy. We have our own agendas of the day. And this might be a little tricky, a little difficult, but try to keep everything aside. I have a cushion over here. I'll sit on that cushion. It helps me a lot to sit straight, but you can sit however it's comfortable to you and just rest your hands down to your knees. And let's begin to take deep breaths in and deep breaths out through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Really try to make your exhales long. And imagine that with each exhale, the tightness, the tension, the worries in your head, everything is just getting out of your body, melting out, going into the air around you, or whatever. You're just letting it all go. Taking deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Just continue with doing this for some time till you become really ready mentally, physically to continue with the practice. Sometimes just a few quiet moments in the day are enough to reset and give you a fresh perspective towards things. I wish somebody told me the importance of just deep breaths in my college days. But anyways, I'm here to tell you and make you experience the and exhale completely. Just as you breathe in, begin to expand your body, and every exhale, you're becoming more and more relaxed. Once more, and exhale. All right, now slowly and slowly begin to open your eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is just give some love and care to our shoulders and the neck, which are always in tension. So you can interlace the fingers and bring your hands behind your back and actually use your thumbs to massage your back. So you can start from the bottom of the neck and take your thumb all the way to the top. So let's begin. Just find the bottom of the neck and begin to massage. You can keep your eyes closed and actually begin to feel how amazing it already feels. You can control the pressure, you can control the movement, intensity, exploring, maybe pressing the back and then moving to the front. Try and keep your neck soft and your face soft at all times. Begin to relax your hands down. Take your right hand on left ear, drop your head to your right side, just bringing a big stretch on the left side. Most of the times when you do these stretches, it's a great way to just close your eyes. It's just send all your attention to where you feel the stretch. You can even begin to roll your head back and forth here. Keep your breath soft. Coming back to the center, do the same thing on the other side. Right hand on left ear, drop your head to your left side. Make sure you're not tensing the shoulder and pushing it up, push it down. So your entire body is relaxed down, the left gravity is pulling it down, and you're just moving the neck back and forth. Coming back to the center, you're going to be stretching the wrist. So just take your hands in front of yourself and you can begin to rotate your wrist like this. Texting, typing, everything is now all the wrist work. So let's just spend some time stretching the wrist. Wrist pain, finger pain has become really, really common now. Okay, and now take your right hand in front of yourself, fingers pointing down. Let's begin to stretch one finger at a time. And if you're doing it with me, this stretch is one of my favorite for the wrists, for the fingers. And then move to your thumb and do the same thing on the other side. I mean, these stretches might seem like really simple. Simple things go a long way. So you don't have to do all complicated poses. You don't have to be the ninja yogi. Just simple things in life. Yeah. Okay. After the hands, let's move to the shoulders. Now, you just place your fingertips on the shoulders. Begin to move your elbows in together, up. You'll feel the stretch from here to all the way down, and then back. Open the chest and all the way down. Okay. So breathing in, forward, up, back, and down. Let's continue with this. Forward. Breathe in, take up, and then as you exhale, go down. Let's reverse the circle. Breathing in, and out. One more time. Breathe in and out. Okay, great. Relax. Just take your hands by the side and spread your arms wide, like you're going to give a big hug to somebody. Yeah, just spread, spread, spread. And when you do this, also move your chest forward. Big stretch. Allow the shoulder blades to come in together. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, hug your own self. Bring the chin down to the chest and notice how I'm doing for what is happening with the back. I'm trying to push my middle back like this. So inhale, expand your chest. And exhale, round your back. Give yourself a tighter hug. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Come all the way back to the center. So these are simple stretches for the back. It helps you if you have any sort of aches and pains. Take your right hand on the right side. Stick your left hand up as you breathe in. Allow the elbow to maybe drop down. And begin to stretch, stretch, stretch. You can take your hand and just point your fingers away from you. Try to keep your left hip on the floor and you're moving the left hand away from it. You can take your hand down and inhale once again, sweep it all up. Great. Come back to the center. Do the same thing on the other side. So notice how I'm keeping my hand a little away from my body. Push the shoulder down and begin to extend the right hand over my head. Breathing in and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Come back to the center. Twisting. Take your hands over your head. Breathe in. Allow the whole body to expand. When we are seated, when we are standing, we put a lot of pressure in our lower backs. Okay, so let's try and reverse it. Take your hands up and exhale. Right hand on left knee, left hand behind you. Twist to the left side, looking over your left shoulder. You can just pause here for as long as you want, really twisting using the hands to get deeper into the twist. Even here, you can close your eyes if you want. You can stretch your neck, maybe a bit more. As you continue to practice, yeah. So all these things, it becomes like a way to explore your whole body, your own self. So you can explore here. Inhale, come back to the center. And exhale, twisting to the other side. Sometimes one side seems easier than the other. That is just because of these patterns we pick up. If you're right-handed, you'll try to do things from the right side first. But let's break that pattern and try to find balance between both the sides. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Come back to the center. Now I'll just let go of the cushion and come onto my hands and knees. This is called a tabletop position. Just like a tabletop, your hands are under the shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Let's begin to breathe in, arch the back. Breathe out, round your back. If you notice, till now, whatever we have done is quite doable by anyone. Inhale and exhale. This is called cat and cow movement. Inhale and exhale. Great. Come back to the center. And now just move your right leg between your hands. Okay. So just take a moment here. Make sure your knee and the ankle are in straight line. Many times I see this happening, which is not really safe for the knee. So keep your knee and ankle in straight line. Look back at your foot and see that your heel and your knee is also in straight line. So whatever you're doing, pose you're taking, do it with intention. Begin to lift yourselves up slowly. If there's one pose, if there's one thing you want to take away from this class, it is this pose. Obviously, everything else supports and it will help to support whatever work you're doing, will help to refresh your mind. But this one pose, because we are seated on the chair and working, anybody working from home gets stiffness and tightness in the legs. So this is great for that. You'll start to feel a stretch here. Allow the hips to drop down. You can take your hands to the heart. If you're getting very adventurous, you can take your hands all the way up Stretching your spine, bringing it all the way up. You can even look forward, no need to drop the head back also. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest your hands down. Now take your left hand on right knee. We are twisting and right hand behind yourself, just like this. This might feel an intense stretch for many of you. Just breathe through it. Try to at least hold it for 5 breaths or minimum a minute. Get back to the center. Take your hands down, fingertips on the floor. Let's walk your hands back and straighten the front leg. Okay, this one also is a great stretch for the backs of the legs. So these two combined, this one and this one, are two things which are great for your lower body, stretching the calf and the hamstrings. If you pull the toe towards yourself, you'll stretch the calf muscles. So once you're here, you can stay on your fingertips. If your hands are not reaching the floor, maybe place them on your books like this. And if this is very difficult, you can slightly bend your knee also, okay? But you should be able to feel the stretch here because the idea is that you feel it in the back of your leg. Just rest your shoulders, relax your hands, maybe allow the body to go all the way down. The more you relax and soften, the deeper you'll feel the stretch. When you begin to release the tension from the physical body, physical tension can be also a manifestation of mental tension. Okay, so it's all really connected, breath, body, mind. So as you relax your body, relax your breath, the mind also begins to relax. Come back to the center in this low lunge position. You can fire up this position by curling the back foot, lift the back knee up. So this one is great pose to strengthen and to find mobility in your lower body, high lunge. And notice how deep I am into the pose. If this is very difficult, you can take a smaller stance, okay? And again, bring the hands to your heart. For 5, 4, 3, push your back foot into the floor, don't relax, push it, 2, and 1. Drop the knee down, hands to the mat, take your right leg back. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So take your time. Coming to your low lunge, lift yourselves up, hands to your heart. If you want, take your hands all the way up to the sky. So you really begin to feel the poses only when you are staying there in for some time. And always keep a gaze fixed at a point. There's always a drishti attached to an asana because that helps to focus your mind at one thing. No matter what is happening physically, your mind still stays focused. 2, and 1. Hands to the floor. Let's extend the front leg, going into Ardha-Hanumanasana or half split. Breathe in and breathe out. Soften. Many times we just I get a lot of questions saying that, oh my God, I'm not flexible, I can't do yoga. But that is not exactly how it works. Yoga is not only about the physical flexibility, obviously that is a byproduct, but we are taking these small lessons that we are learning on the mat. Being physically flexible can be correlated to being mentally flexible, somebody who adapts to change, who is all right if the situation is difficult. You still keep your mind calm. We have all gone through that submissions, working over all the nights, night outs. How to stay calm and stay connected and bring out the best result possible in that stress time. Maybe you can just learn these lessons on your mat. Let's begin to lift ourselves up, back, charge up your back foot and lift the back knee up. Hold this position, hands to your heart for 5. Remember to always enjoy the practice. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the right knee down. And let's this time step back into a plank position. Pushing hard from the shoulders, okay? And don't allow the hips to drop down. That's not a lazy plank. Charge everything up. I know you guys are strong. Draw the belly in, push from the shoulders, and keep your gaze neutral right between your hands. So you make a straight line from the crown of the head to your tailbone. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees on the floor and let's go back and rest in child's pose. So the child's pose, if you're not comfortable in the knees, again, you can use a cushion, maybe 2 cushions, and sit on that and then go forward. So you can modify the pose as you feel like. This one pose is such a relaxing pose. Really tired, or you can even do it in the night, just letting go all the tightness, tension, tiredness of the day. Allow everything to melt down. Allow the mind to become relaxed. And slowly press your palms, activate your fingers, keep your elbows straight, pointing forward. Inhale, begin to lift yourselves up, drop your hips down, and lift your chest up, stretching. Exhale, go back into child's pose. We'll do this a couple of times. Inhale, move forward and up. Okay, no need to tense your neck and look all the way up. Just look forward. But also press the shoulders and make your neck nice and long. Exhale, back. One more time. Inhale all the way forward. And this time we'll hold the pose for 5 breaths. Keep your legs straight, pointed. You can do a relaxed version like this, or even lift your knees up and hold this for 5. Bring a little smile to the face. 4. A great pose to open the chest. For all those who slouch, this one is a great pose for you. 3, 2, and 1. Lift yourselves up. Okay, now the next one that we're going to do is called downward facing dog. Many yoga poses come from the names of, they are named on some animals. Yeah, so this one is on a dog. You must have seen your puppies, your pets stretching like this. So just start to lift your hips up and drop your chest all the way down. You can keep your knees bent. Shake your neck, relaxing, releasing the tension from the neck. Maybe just move your head in a big yes. Yes, I'm relaxed. Yes, I'm worthy. Yes, I can do it. Whatever task you're doing. And then a big no. I never underestimate myself. Okay, great. Now just look between your hands and begin to walk your legs forward, all the way forward. Coming into an easy forward fold. Notice how my knees are bent. So you can generously bend your knees and just relax your upper body completely like this. You can even hold your opposite elbows. So slowly just allow the whole upper body to become really heavy, like the gravity is pulling it down. You can even close your eyes. One more pose, which is super relaxing. As the blood rushes into the head, this is a great pose because the heart doesn't have to work anti-gravity to push the blood into your head. Therefore, it's really relaxing, not just for the eyes, your face, your brain, but also for the heart. You can even rock from side to side. And then slowly coming all the way up into standing. The head comes up in the last. Okay, so keep your feet hip distance apart. Like first standing pose that we'll do is Tadasana. Again, it's a great pose for somebody who is sitting all day and really dumping the weight in your lower body. So keep your feet hip distance apart. Let's just interlace the hands and inhale. Press your palms up and even rise high onto your toes. So imagine you girls that you're wearing high heels. Guys can imagine that they have really kept their heels on high step and going all the way up, stretching. Become the longest version of yourself. Breathe in and breathe out. Exhale. more time. Inhale and exhale. Let's do this one more time. Inhale and exhale. Slowly just tickle your hands all the way down. Great. You can keep your feet like this or even a little bit wider because we're going to have just some fun here. Okay. Begin to relax your hands and move. Begin to move like this. You can really do this twist anytime during the day. I just like to do it whenever I'm getting bored or, just feel like moving around, getting tired with whatever I'm doing. Just move around, twisting. This is a great way to not only release attention from the back and your whole torso, but also twist the spine. So it removes any sort of blockages. Keep your hands really heavy. Continue to move. Breathing nice and soft. And slowly come back to the center. Great. Now just increase the distance between your legs. Okay. You can point your toes out at 45-degree angles. If you're doing it on the mat, then maybe pointing the toes to the corners of the mat. Okay. And start to bend your knees like this and go all the way down. So notice how my thighs get parallel to the floor. Start to bring your hands on the inner edges of your knees and just rest yourselves like this. Maybe just moving a bit from left to right. And then start to push your left shoulder down. It'll be a deep stretch. Left shoulder down, pushing the right shoulder up. Also, you're pressing the left hand in the inner edges of your knee. Come back to the center, do the same on the other side. I'm already hearing my back crack again. Back to the center and exhale. Super. Slowly, let's all come up. You can also take our time to just press the left foot down, take your right leg up, hands to the waist, and stretch your toes. You can do this seated, standing. Stretch your toes. First your ankles and then your toes. Yeah, okay. Do the same thing on the other side. Ankles, point to flex. Point it and flex the foot. And then stretch your toes. It's important to take these small breaks in the middle of the work and just move around on your legs. I've especially kept this sequence when you're standing because this helps to improve the circulation of the blood in the legs. When you're seated and working, the blood is going down to the floor, into your legs, and the heart has to work harder to pull it back up. But these movements in the muscles helps the heart to helps the blood to go back to your heart. So actually these movements are great, not just for the legs, but also for your heart. Okay. So now we're gonna just sit once again on the mat. You can come all the way down. And we'll lie down on the floor. So first, let me just shift the screen. I think my mat is not visible. Yeah. So as you lie down on the floor, first let's begin to bring the right knee into the chest and extend the left leg straight up. Start to draw the belly in and then slowly go all the way down. So keep your right knee into the chest, maybe moving it a bit from side to side. Okay. And then start to hold the right ankle, the hand, bring the knee out like this. I know some of you might laugh at this pose because yes, it's funny. So what? Let's all laugh together. But you can't deny the fact that how yummy it feels for your lower body. Great stretch to stretch the backs and the sides of the leg. And then slowly from here, just bend your left knee. Place the ankle on top of the left knee. bit of strengthening of the core, the muscles of the belly and the back, because it really helps to keep a good posture and also massages your abdominal organs. And slowly bend the knee, bring the knee into the chest, hold it here. This is called figure 4 stretch, a beautiful way to open the hip joint. You can stay here with your eyes closed and simply rock from side to side. Sometimes many of us experience pain in the leg, shooting pain, sciatica. This one is great for all of that. And even when you're feeling pain in the lower back, this particular stretch is great for that also. And then slowly release your left foot down. Let's do all these things from on the other side. So take your left knee into the chest and extend the right leg. First, keep it straight. Flex the foot like this. And then slowly bring it down to the floor. Move the knee into your chest like as if you are lubricating your left hip. And then hold the ankle with the left hand. Flex the foot and drop your knee out. This pose is actually called happy baby pose. When we do it with both legs like this, but right now we're just working on one. And then bend the right knee, place the ankle on top of the knee, extend the leg, lift it up and down a few times, keep the belly in and keep your lower back flat on the floor. Up and down. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Beautiful. Then the right knee, grab your right knee like this. And just simply begin to again rock from side to side. Super. Come back to the center, bring both the knees into the chest, just squeeze them in. Release your knees and then draw both of them to the right side. Twisting, extend the left hand like this. You can even place your right hand on the left knee like this. Close your eyes. These are just our ending poses. They can be done even on lying down on the bed. Maybe at the end of the day, if you're just finishing the day with a couple of stretches, you can include this one. Inhale back to center and exhale to the other side. Make sure that you relax the legs, relax your belly, chest, back, shoulders, everything else. And slowly bring it all back to the center. Let's cross the ankles. Inhale, roll yourselves up. Well, that felt fun. So let's do it one more time. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, massage your back, massage your kidneys. This might seem silly at the first, but well, if you're doing it, you'll start loving it. Breathe out as you go, back and in. Few more times. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. One more time. Exhale, inhale. Come all the way back up. Great. Let's all come and sit in a comfortable seated position. The last one we'll do, just a simple seated forward fold. So you can keep the soles of the feet together like this. So your feet are a little bit away from your pelvis, not really close in like this, and allow the knees to drop down. Breathe in here. You can see how I'm holding my ankles. And as you breathe out, begin to walk your hands forward. So it's all right if you just here and relax your head down. You can even go a bit further. Relax yourself down. So just try and find yourself the sweet spot where you feel the stretch in your back, in your legs, but which is not really too much also that you're not able to hold it. Okay, so it should be comfortable. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep your eyes closed and begin to understand what part of the body you actually have to engage here, which is none. So you relax the face, relax the eyebrows, eyes, jaws, soften the belly. Breathe in, breathe out.
Soften the neck and the shoulders, head completely drop down. Let's inhale here. As you exhale, walk your hands to your right side. Big stretch for the left side of your body. Inhale back to the center and exhale to the other side. Relax your head down towards your left knee. Soften both the shoulders. As you breathe in, allow the sides of the body to expand. And as you exhale, let them relax. Slowly, let's all come back to the center. Walk your hands back. Come and sit in a cross-legged position. Let's do one last stretch for the shoulders. Take your right hand up as you breathe in. Bend your elbow. The fingertips touching the top of the back. Left hand, bring it on the right elbow and begin to press the elbow back. Breathing in and breathing out. Just bend to your left side. A lot of times people just tend to collapse like this. Don't do that. Keep the shoulders lifted up. This is your sternum, your chest bone. Allow the sternum to rise up. Bring in yourself back to the center. Exhale. Take your left hand up. Drop the elbow down, fingertips down. Right hand on left elbow. Press it back as you breathe in and exhale. Beautiful. Come back to the center. Now, after these things, you must be already feeling quite relaxed. Let's finish the practice by doing a very, very simple pranayam. This one can be done. A lot of people have ailments. This can be really done by anyone. There are no precautions involved. And that is why I'm telling you. Also, it is a great way to relax and really help you to reset. Okay. So left hand on the left knee in Chin Mudra. This one is called Nadi Shodhana or alternate breathing. Okay. And right hand, your thumb blocks your right nostril and your ring finger blocks the left nostril. Rest of the two fingers, you can just press it in. Okay. So make yourselves absolutely relaxed, bringing length in your spine. Take a deep breath in and out. We'll just inhale first through the left side, exhale through the right, inhale through the right, and exhale through the left. And I'll be counting, okay? So inhale left, 1, 2, 3. Exhale right, 1, 2, 3. Inhale right, 1, 2, 3. Exhale left, 1, 2, 3. Inhale left, 1, 2, 3. Exhale right, 1, 2, 3. Inhale right, 1, 2, 3. Exhale left, 1, 2, 3. Inhale left, 1, 2, 3. Exhale right, 1, 2, 3. Inhale right, 1, 2, 3. Exhale left, 1, 2, 3. Inhale left, 1, 2, 3. Exhale right, 1, 2, 3. Inhale right, 1, 2, 3. Exhale left, 1, 2, and 3. Just keep your eyes closed. Rest the right hand on the knee, right knee. Keep everything soft in your body and just focus on the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Great. You can interlace the fingers, take a big stretch, just press your palms all the way up, inhaling and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly just rub your hands together. Generate some heat between your palms. And place your palms not on your eyes, but a little away from your eyes. Just feel the warmth of your hands on your face. Now, once again, rub your hands, generating some heat, and then send your palms to your arms and the legs. Slowly and slowly bring your hands to the heart center. Open your eyes with a smile. Thank you so much for practicing.
I think we can move to the Q&A session now. So Darshana,
Yeah.
you can go ahead.
We have a few questions, ma'am. Can we begin?
Yeah.
Yeah. So does yoga play a role in mental health as well?
Absolutely. So I think we started the session saying that, and in the middle of the session also, I kept on repeating how how physicality of the body is very closely related to your mental health. I mean, you can't separate the two; they are one. And we did a lot of poses which helps you to relax, not just physically but mentally. The physical asana that we do, there is a reason behind it. We are doing the physical asanas just to train the mind to act in a certain way. So let's say you are just spending 5 minutes every day, thrice a day, to just sit down and relax. Okay, breathing, maybe just focusing on the breath and relaxing the body, which means in a month you are doing 90 times, you are repeating the same thing again and again. This really starts to affect your mind in a positive way. The mind knows how to relax. The mind learns how to relax. Yeah, because have such a busy lifestyle. We are running here and there. There are so many things on the internet. So really help training your mind to how to relax is also an art. So the more you practice, these small techniques of yoga, the more you can really feel the benefits happening in your mental health as well.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is, what are all the different yoga levels?
Sorry?
What are all the different yoga levels?
Yoga.
I'm not sure what they mean by that either.
If you're meaning to say different yoga types, there, I don't know if that is the intention of the question. There are different yoga types of yoga, like you hear Hatha yoga, Vinyasa yoga, Ashtanga yoga, power yoga, whatever. Maybe that is the question. If that is the question, then let's understand that the origin of physical practice of yoga, the basis is Hatha yoga. Okay, so that is the traditional Hatha practice. And then the Hatha practice is picked up by different teachers, let's say, or Iyengar yoga. Let's say BKS Iyengar picked up few asanas and made his own series out of it, series of sequences or how to do a pose. Then it's named after him. So if the question is that what are the different styles of yoga, then the answer is that actually Hatha yoga is a traditional practice, and then different people have picked up and included their own twist into it, and then the whole that tradition is named under them.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there any particular time of the day that is most efficient for practicing yoga? For instance, can I do yoga right after eating?
So best is in the morning. The first thing is in the morning, an empty stomach. So though I didn't include, because we are doing the session in the evening, I didn't want to include a few strong breathing exercises like Kapalbhati, which should be definitely done in the morning and on empty stomach. If you're doing a practice in the evening, like how we did right now, it should be at least 2 to 3 to 4 hours after your lunch. And some of the poses, like I said, in the practice, you can do in the night also, which means that if your dinner is at 7:38, I know it's early, 8, let's say, and you're sleeping at 10:30, so then just before that, you can do these stretches on the bed. So idea is that any heavy practice, any standing poses and all, you have to do at least 3 hours after lunch or empty stomach.
Relaxing yoga and also or breathing practices should be also done empty stomach. And best time of the day is definitely in the morning, but that depends on the mood and yeah.
What made you start yoga and how long have you been practicing it?
So like I said, I started I think 5 years back, 6 years back, when I was working in an architecture firm. And I started watching just YouTube videos. Then I downloaded some free app and I used to follow it. And I got hooked onto the practice and I did my teacher training course. And I do, like, me and my husband, we own a design studio in Gurgaon. But last year, since lockdown, I started taking all my classes online. And since then, I have completely shifted my focus to teaching and practicing yoga.
How long does it take for one to become familiar with the poses?
Okay, actually, there are hundreds of poses, but a yoga practice doesn't really mean that you have to know all the poses. If you just familiar with poses, like even if you're starting on your own, yeah, just the simple things that we did in the beginning of the class, I think you can understand them within few weeks. Just understanding that how we first move the neck joint, then the shoulder joint, then the wrist joint, then the spine, the hips, the knees. Just one to basic stretches for these things are enough to keep in mind. And obviously, if you are going ahead and trying to understand more asanas, more complexity of the asanas, there are a lot of things that to be taken care of in each asana. Then, I mean, it's a learning process. I mean, I'm still learning, so I can't really give a timeline. Depends on what you are aiming at.
Yes, ma'am. How is yoga different from stretching or other kind of fitness?
So, see, first of all, it's poles apart. Actually, that is something which we have now we see on the internet, because it's funny that how yoga has gone from India to abroad, and what we are seeing now is coming back to us from West, right? But actually, yoga practice is all about reflecting and internalizing. It is the asana practice is a very, very small part of yoga. Yoga is all about knowing your own self, knowing your true self, understanding that these senses or our experiences in the world are very temporary, and your own true self is something which is deeper. The asana practice that we do is just to make our body healthy, mind healthy and relaxed, to be able to sit in meditation for a long time, okay, and internalize. Okay, so sorry, coming back to the question. Sorry, can you ask the question again?
I believe it was what makes yoga different from other types of fitness.
Yes. So that is the thing. Yoga is actually not about stretching at all. Yoga is a mental work. Yoga is a lot of mental work. These asanas are just conditional asanas to be able to sit in a meditative pose for a long time. And while doing the asana also, stretching, you can just stretch, right? But like I was telling again and again, and how to bring your attention, even in the next stretch, how to bring your awareness here. Really feel and bring your attention here. How to match your breath with movement. All these small things make you understand that body, mind, and breath are really connected, interconnected. Nothing is stands on its own. Not everything is really connected. So these small things that you learn in the asana practice, I, I mean, yeah, it makes it a whole different, takes yoga to a whole different level. It's definitely not just stretching. Yeah, we need to understand yoga is there for thousands of years. If it was just stretching, can you imagine Pilates being 2000 years later, we still have Pilates or any other form of exercise? No, yoga has been there for thousands of years, which means there is something which is much deeper to it. And that is what we need to understand.
Yes. How do food habits affect the outcomes of doing yoga?
Can you repeat that again?
How do food habits affect the outcomes of practicing yoga?
Yeah. So, see, if you ask anyone who is practicing yoga, or if you just observe anyone, they will always tell you to have like simple diet. Simple diet is we need to find in yoga. We need to find a balance and not do anything in extremes. When you overeat, when you eat something really heavy, it makes your body lethargic. You're not able to concentrate on different things that you're doing. You will, if you have paratha, instantly you'll fall like very sleepy. You'll feel very sleepy. Yeah. So, or if you're not feeding your body, then also it's very harmful. We need that enough nutrients and carbs in our diet to be functioning properly. So we need to strike a balance, and food is extremely, I mean, that is how we are fueling our body. So without a doubt, food is extremely important. How we support yoga practice with food and food with yoga practice is that try to eat something which is light and not heavy on your body, because you don't want to you feel lazy and lethargic after heavy food, because all the energy of the body is now gone into digestion, and you just feel like out of energy. So we need to strike a balance and find uh, food habits which complement yoga, and also which are not really heavy for your body and easy to digest.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to the last question. What is a close alternative for people who are physically unable to practice yoga?
Um, if somebody who is unable to move, even sitting on a bed, you can practice yoga. If you're talking about the stretches, like my mom-in-law, she's on a wheelchair, but she makes sure that she does stretches. So obviously, the answer to the question will depend on uh, if it's a little more specific. You know what I mean? Yeah. If it's a little more specific, but I think like even while seated, you can do a lot of things. Even if you're sitting on a chair, you can do a lot of things. All these twisting poses, all these side stretches, everything can be done while seated on a bed or on a chair. Uh, but I'll be able to elaborate more if I understand what exactly the question is. I mean, if the person is not able to move, as in which way.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for the informative session. I think we've come to the end of our question and answer session. Thank you for the fun and informative session, and for the time and effort you've taken to share your thoughts and knowledge with us. And if you would like to check out Shani ma'am's work, links to her social media have been posted in the chat box. Kindly follow them in the SRMC page on Instagram and Facebook to stay updated on the upcoming events. Stay tuned for tomorrow's mental health workshop by Ms. Rebecca Gupta. Kindly check the chat box for further details. Now, I'd like to thank our beloved Professor Architect Asok Kumar sir, Head of Department, SRMC, and the co-convener of Hashtag 2021 for all his support. Thank you for being there for us, sir. Keep inspiring us as always. We can achieve more with your guidance. I now request our event coordinator, Pooja ma'am, to give the thank you note.
A very good evening to one and all present here. First of all, I would really like to thank you, Shani ma'am, for accepting our invitation and spending this lovely evening. It was fun, actually. I was following you, like I was practicing along with you, and it was so relaxing to do it. Like you said, yoga is rooted so much in India, but these days, if you go on YouTube and you just try to look for some yoga poses, it's like anybody but Indians out there. So I would like to congratulate you that you are again bringing us back to our roots, and especially all these young crowd, you're encouraging them and inspiring them to get back. And like we know, health is wealth, and mental health is so much important, especially with this pandemic. We've got to know its importance even more. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining with us today. I would also like to thank our VP, admin, management, our HOD, all the students, and everyone involved in making this event a huge success. The tech team, digital team, registration team, everyone, each one of you, a big thank you for joining us today and learning and having fun with this yoga workshop. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, ma'am, once again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We hope to see you all tomorrow. Thank you.
Recording stopped.